Yeti is on. Okay, we are live. Okay. I don't know why it still says waiting, but... Yeah, it's got the wrong title and everything. So I don't know what's going on here. We're going to have to edit this real quick. Just give me a second. Okay. I guess we're here now. Sixers lost. That's kind of lame. What's good Envy? What's good Shadow? What's good Dark Phantom? What's good Nay NL? Been a good weekend. Can't really complain. Sister got married. The wedding was fun. I'm definitely now isolating myself for 2 weeks because, yeah, there were 80 people at that wedding, so who knows, right? Right? Who knows? Who knows? Intro. Let's get this going. Let me tell people what's in the other stream. Don't know why this one isn't working. I gotta link people to come over. Anyway, yep, graphics cards are one thing. But before we get started, let's talk about Weapon Wheel. Weapon Wheel's doing good. Let's see, the last episode, yeah, Fire Brett Brown, I agree. The last episode we got, let's see. 11,000 views. 11,000. One day. We appreciate that, people. 650 likes. We can definitely get that up. But be sure to check out Broken Games HD. Be sure to check out Jack Move Johnny. Be sure to check out Jiggy Merch. Be sure to check out Kid Smooth. And let's see. Is Jimmy doing anything this week? Is Jimmy doing anything? Oh, no. Jimmy still has not uploaded any kind of content. Well, it is what it is, but, you know, Jimmy not doing much. Jimmy's not doing much. Jimmy will be Jimmy. But outside that, the Patreon has hit 302 members as of today. We greatly appreciate that. We greatly appreciate all the support, the viewers, the likes, the retweets, the subscribers. You checking us out on SoundCloud, Google Play, the App Store, whatever is going on out there. And we greatly appreciate that we have hit 300 Patreons. So, you know, it's not mandatory. You don't need to do it. But, you know, if you feel like we're providing you with the proper entertainment, you want to show us some love, then, you know what? Feel free to support the Patreon. Yeah, this is what apparently what live streaming looks like now. I don't know why it doesn't work, but whatever. First topic we're going to get on today, though, is Fall Guys. And Fall Guys is that's a hell of a game right now. I bought it, but I don't have any reason to want to play this game currently right now. Because there's so much cheating. And I don't like cheating. Cheating is trash. First of all, you have people complaining that people are trying to be tryhards in a multiplayer game. They're complaining that people are trying to play to win in Fall Guys. Let me see if I can find that. Let's see if we can find this. It was definitely on Twitter. I remember seeing it. I gotta find it. Give me one moment. I am not prepared. Not prepared at all. Here we go. Here we go. A clip of tryhards in games has gone viral. Splitting opinions on hyper-competitive players. Have tryhards ruined gaming? And my response is simple. Herman Edwards, you play to win the game. You play to win. Why are you playing a multiplayer game if you're not trying to play to win? I need somebody to explain this to me. Why are we playing games to have fun and to win? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Oh my god, you're blocking my attacks in Street Fighter. You're such a tryhard. Oh my god, you know how to use combos and aim properly and use map control. You're such a tryhard. Oh my god, you actually learned the mechanics of the game. You actually know how to play. Oh my god, what a tryhard. Oh my god, you know how to dribble, pass, and shoot at basketball. Such a tryhard. Appreciate that, Night H. You can throw a fastball, a curveball, and a changeup in basketball. Oh my god, what a tryhard. Like, bro, anything you want to do in life, you want to succeed in. Try. You want to know what a tryhard is? This is a tryhard right here. This is what a tryhard is. That is a tryhard. When you are cheating to win, that is a tryhard. You want to win so badly, you want to cheat the game. You don't want to get good. You want to cheat the game. And quite honestly, that's why I have not played this game yet. I will probably get onto it next week, when they start cleaning everything up, because that's what they've been planning on doing. Fall Guys cheater fails to escape karma in Fall Mountain. With great power comes great responsibility. Like, this is just absolutely maddening that there are cheaters in Fall Guys. Let me play it for you one more time. But, like, come on. Why are we cheating in multiplayer? See, this is what's wrong with the world. We have cheating in multiplayer games, and then we have people that are legitimately good being shamed for being good. That doesn't make any sense to me. Take that energy that people have for the so-called people that want to be good and apply that to the cheaters that want to be good without actually taking the time to learn the game. And I will go on and I will say it again. People that cheat like this, people that get caught like this, should get one warning. There should be a giant banner that flashes above your screen that says, "Listen, bitch, if you get caught cheating again, you are banned. And your whole Epic account, or your whole Steam account, or your whole GOG account, or your whole Xbox Live account, or your PlayStation Network account, or your Switch account should be wiped from existence. Completely obliterated. Deleted. It should be gone. This is what should happen. This is exactly what should happen. That is exactly what should happen to your thing. You should be gone. Banned permanently. Period. No excuses. Gone. Because the only way people are going to learn is if their accounts get banned. That's the only way. That's the only way people are going to learn is if they get banned permanently. And they get a financial penalty stating that your console is bricked, all your DLC is gone, all your downloadable games is gone, everything is gone. Period. It's the only way people will learn. And honestly, if you're not going to do it that way, then I feel like these gaming companies should take legal action against cheaters. You are directly, by cheating, impacting a developer's bottom line and their financial nature. You cheating in an online game is the same thing. Hell, it's even worse than pirating a single player game. Adon Smith, you already knew why I was using trainers, so guess what? You get the ban. Sorry about that. You already know why I use trainers in Neo. Don't need to explain that to you. Goodbye. Bottom line is this. When you cheat in an online video game, right? You ruin the experience of other paying customers to that online video game. Or, in my case, you ruin the online experience to the point where I don't want to pay for your video game because of cheaters. So the end result is that the developers, they lose out on player retention and they lose out on making money, especially if you have a multiplayer only game. How much money do you think Rockstar has lost, or not lost, but not made on Red Dead Redemption 2? Because it's simply unplayable online. It's unplayable. But there is good news. Fall Guys devs unleash ban wave on cheaters, banning the most sinful jelly beans from the game. The spas. Cheating, unfortunately, is a very common thing in games. Some people just like to ruin other people's experiences. I mean, it makes sense because the main reason I subscribe to Weapon Wheel is to watch kids smooth. Haven't seen a hack on Fall Guys yet. Get chewed out and lose his mind. Oh, God. Anyway, the Fall Guys dev said it's now no longer necessary to report individual cheaters since we've been tuning our detection criteria. We've noticed a large drop in cheaters. Getting better. A huge thank you to everyone who has been playing the game fairly. You are all awesome. The worst hacker in the history of Fall Guys. Let's see this guy. Wow. These are the people that hack. People that are straight trash. People that are straight up trash are the ones that are hacking. And that's what makes it worse. It's people, and these are probably the same people that say, oh, you're a tryhard for being good at the game, but then get upset and they hack the game, which is even more tryhard than just learning to play the game. When you put hotels on your property of Monopoly, do people call you a tryhard? When you hit a home run in baseball, do people call you a tryhard? When you use the backboard in basketball, do people call you a tryhard? Yeah. This is just ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Another thing I want to go through before we move on is definitely check out my channel. We got the OG version of Streets of Rage 3, Bare Knuckle 3 going on here right now. You can check that out. But as you all know, I am a big supporter of the Legend of Heroes, so we definitely got the Legend of Heroes videos up here. So if you want to check out the Legend of Heroes videos, if you want to get into that game, I highly recommend you get into the Legend of Heroes franchise. And that is my short excerpt on the Legend of Heroes that I will do every week. So we can move on from that. You play now. Don't confuse you play to win the game with you play to cheat the game. You know we don't watch gameplay. It is what it is, man. Retro Studios. Oh my goodness. Reminds us it's in need of a lead producer for Metroid Prime 4. This is crazy. Is there a timeline of this game's development? Let's check this out real quick. Development announced Metroid Prime in June 2017 during their E3 showcase. Confirmed it was not developed by Retro Studios, but still produced by Kensuke Tanabe. It's going to be developed by Bandai Namco in Singapore. On several occasions during 2018, Nintendo of America President Reggie said that the Metroid Prime 4 was well into development and proceeding well. Oh, well, he must be taking a page from Phil Spencer's book. However, Nintendo did not show it during E3 2018, and so they would only share more information once they believed they had something that would wow people. Okay. So, Retro Studios. What have we made lately? The last thing Retro Studios has made was Donkey Kong Tropical Damage Control in 2014. It is now 6 years later, and they have not shown a game. Period. Appreciate that, 4th X Prodigy. What's going on, Real Visions? What's going on, Blandrew? Hire me, I'll cancel Prime and get them back on a new IP. Bond should get hired. Would you say Legend of Heroes is better than Legend of Zelda? I would say so overall at this point, yes. Not any one game is better than any Zelda game, but the whole totality of the series, I would say so, yes. I mean, this is pretty crazy right here. I mean, 2 years from Metroid Prime to Echoes, 3 years from Echoes to Corruption. You know, that's fine. 3 years from Corruption to Donkey Kong Returns. That's cool. 3 years from Returns. Oh no, see, this is where it all went downhill. So after Metroid Prime 3, they didn't release anything for 3 years, which is fine. But then after Donkey Kong Country Returns, they helped out on Mario Kart. They remastered, or they remade or ported Donkey Kong Country to the 3DS. So from 2010 to 2014, all they did was make 2 Donkey Kong games. And from 2014 till 2020, they have done absolutely nothing. absolutely nothing. They have canceled potentially more games than they have released. They've released 3 Metroid games and 2 Donkey Kong games. And they have canceled 4 games, including an action-adventure game, a football game, a car combat game, and Raven Blade, which is a game I definitely wanted to see. Retro Studios isn't exactly a top-tier studio anymore. They are now Vaporware Studios. I don't know what they're doing, who is managing them, what is their staff size? Let's see if we can find this out. Let's see if we can find out their staff size. Okay, here we go. So they have about 120 employees, and now they have over 200 employees. This is pretty crazy. They have about 200 employees, and they can't get a goddamn game out. They can't even announce a game. That's pretty wild. Tweet, we are looking for a lead producer. Come join us on the journey to develop Metroid Prime 4. Blandrew, thank you for the free game. You know, you losing this thing. Remember when Blandrew was excited for the Metroid Prime 4 JPEG? This is what Blandrew was excited for way back in the day. A number 4. A number 4. And first off, Metroid Prime 4, they shouldn't even be making Metroid Prime 4. They shouldn't. This is what should be happening to the franchise. Let's bring this up real quick. Okay. Let me learn you guys today. So the first game we have is Metroid, or Metroid Zero Mission. The second game in the franchise is Metroid 2, Return of Samus, or you could call it Samus Returns, the remake they did on the 3DS. The third game in the series is Super Metroid. The fourth game in the series is Metroid Fusion. The Metroid... You know what? We might need a timeline. We'll get this much more clear for you. Oh my god, can we find the timeline? Okay, here we go. Here's a good timeline. Here's a good timeline. So as I said, Metroid and Metroid Zero Mission. That's the first in the timeline. Metroid Prime, Metroid Prime 2, Metroid Prime 3. Those all come after the first Metroid game. They're prequels. After the Prime series is Metroid 2, Return of Samus, or Samus Returns. After that is Metroid 3, which is Super Metroid. And you can tell it's Super... You know Metroid 3 is Super Metroid because... Let's find it real quick. I'll bring it. I'm 1,000% positive. So I own this game. I'm 1,000% positive. Let's see this real quick. 1994, Super Metroid. Nintendo presents Metroid 3 right there. Okay. There you go. So, back to the timeline. The original Metroid is Metroid 1. Samus Returns, Returns of Samus is Metroid 2. Super Metroid is Metroid 3. Metroid Fusion is Metroid 4. Why do we need to go all the way back up for Metroid Prime 4, which is a prequel to the second game? We need to go beyond Metroid Fusion. We need Metroid 5. The latest game in the timeline is Metroid Fusion. That's 18 years ago. 18 years ago, people. It has literally been 18 years. So, oh, here we go right here. I'll show you right here. This is the Metroid Fusion intro. Metroid 4. Metroid 4. So why do we keep making prequels? We have not had a true sequel to Metroid in 18 years, people. In 18 years. Now, I mean, it doesn't matter to me whether it's a Prime type game or if it's a 2D game, but the timeline needs to advance. Enough prequels. We need Metroid 5. Period. Now, according to the ending of Samus Returns, Return of Samus, the 3DS remake, it pointed to Metroid 4. Essentially, the X-Parasites. So I was hoping we either would get a remake of that, or we would get Metroid 5. And I don't even believe is Other End canon? Oh my god, it is considered canon. How? Somebody messed up. Let's look. I mean, when you think about it, I could technically say the Prime series aren't canon. But the only canon games in the series are Metroid, Metroid Zero Mission, Metroid 2 Return to Samus and Samus Returns, Super Metroid, and Metroid Fusion. I technically could make that argument, because while the Prime games are good, they do contradict the original series. I don't even know how Other M works, because I never played it despite owning it. Bottom line is this. It's been 18 years since a sequel. We need a sequel. Regardless of the Prime games being good or not, I'm tired of the Prime games where they fit into where the story is. They need to advance beyond Metroid 4. They need Metroid 5. That's all I got to say about that. And before anybody says, oh, well, there's already a Metroid 5, no, there's not. There's no such thing as a Metroid 5. There just isn't. Let's talk about best-selling video games, retail and digital, in July of 2020. So I find this list kind of funny. Can anybody in the chat tell me what the majority of these games here on this list have in common? I see something. Go ahead. Tell me what the majority of this list right here has in common. Nintendo, that's a good one. Very good. Exclusives. Number 1 is an exclusive. Number 3 is an exclusive. Number 4 is an exclusive. Number 5 is an exclusive. Number 6 is an exclusive. Number 8 is an exclusive. Number 9 is exclusive. So only 1, 2, 3 games are not exclusive. And I guess you could say, you know, Mario Kart 8's not exclusive, but you get the idea. As far as current gen hardware goes, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 10 games are exclusives. None of them are Microsoft. 2 of them are Sony's. So what does that tell you, people? That exclusives matter, and that exclusives are not anti-consumer. They aren't. I hate to break it to you, but they are not. Sorry. So for the people saying, oh, people buy consoles for achievements and features and playing retro games at 120 frames per second, no. No, they don't. Because the Xbox One has the best features of any console. The Switch has the worst features of any console. But guess what lapped the Xbox One? And guess what is outselling the Xbox One? Not just the PlayStation 4, but the Nintendo Switch. Ain't that a damn shame? But it's funny that Ring Fit Adventure comes up, because there's definitely something I want to bring up about Ring Fit. Hold on. Why do I have Dr. Trey tweets? We don't want to see that. Okay. Where is this tweet? Oh, here's a good tweet. While we got it up, be sure to check out The Black Baron. The Black Baron will be on AEW Dynamite. Is he wearing a crown? Lord, this man is wearing a crown. He is wearing a crown. Good on you, Black Baron. Good on you. But I gotta find this one tweet. Ah. Here it is. This is the tweet I want. Tencent will hold a Nintendo Direct on August 19th for the official launch of Ring Fit Adventure in China. The game was recently approved for sale there. Will include a digital game plus Ring-Con leg strap for $70. Now, my whole thing is this. But will Ono Alex and the rest of the Chinese-hating Valve racists have that same energy for Nintendo that they have for Epic? Excuse me. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Because these people are downright racist. They want to hate on Epic Games because of Tencent. They're mad over Tencent, people. And I should have definitely been better prepared with my tweets. I gotta find this one now. Ah, God, why was I not better with my tweets? But y'all gonna get a good laugh out of this one when I find it. Because these guys were talking so much racist trash. Oh, here it is. Here's one right here. I am now using racism to justify Epic's wrongdoing. You know what? I can find this guy. I can find this guy right now. But I need you guys to read that tweet. What he's saying. Well, god damn, this guy tweets like 1,000 miles an hour. I might not be able to find him. Oh man, I'm going to be looking for this for a long time. Anyway, the argument they're trying to make on this is we should not support Epic because Tencent is involved with Epic and that the Chinese people are bad. So that I should go back to my own country because I won't have the privileges. Now stick to living in the country which you hate so much. End of day, Africans did it to themselves. So they're using racism to say why we should support Valve and not Chinese and not Epic because of the Chinese influence. So me, being the genius that I am, saying that this is the new Valve corporate slave agenda. White supremacy over the Chinese. Why do these tweets not show up in searches? But again, this is crazy. We need to support Valve because of this stupidity. And even Valve is supporting Epic Games, which it's just asinine. I really got to find this conversation. I really do. We're going to find this. Because y'all need to see some of these comments. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We got some. We got it. Okay. Oh wow, you're seriously going to support Epic Store over Steam? Wow, man. Just wow. Now that I'm not going to engage in any more discussion, bro. Steam is 10 times Epic, better than Epic, and it's a crappy story. Oh, no. Here's the original one. Yep, here we go. Epic tries to get developers better deals on PC equals bad. Epic tries to get developers better deals on mobile equals bad. Epic tries to stand up for borderline monopolies equals bad. These Valve corporate slaves must really love Gabe. I guess you're just going to ignore that they are owned by Tencent, stealing Kickstarter games from Steam, blah, 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 backers. And you can't steal games from Kickstarter. You fund them. No one likes Epic Games Store. It's trash and has no features, but people love Nintendo. I download storefronts to play games, not worry about how many features I don't care about has. Like a shopping cart. Why would I care about a shopping cart? It's not a mother effing grocery store. Where are these good ones? Here we go. Here's where it gets good. You're going to support Epic? Oh, where are these good ones? So I made the point that if we're going to talk about we shouldn't support Tencent because they're evil Chinese, why are we supporting Valve when white people have done way more horrific things in history than the Chinese have ever done to black people? Why are you still living in the country? Why are you still living in a place where you're enslaved? I live in the country that enslaved black people, that didn't give my parents and grandparents voting rights until the 60s, and still to this day waves Confederate flags. When you bring race discussion against the Chinese as a moral compass, you already failed. Didn't Muhammad Ali say, ain't no Vietnamese call me the N-word? Ain't no Chinese person call me the N-word, but plenty of white people have. Which country do you reside in then, since you want to throw them insults at people, and Chinese governments and the people are no better than the crappy racists find here? This is ridiculous. They are trying to say, do not support the Chinese because the Chinese are bad people. As a black man, aren't white people worse to black people than the Chinese people? But even regardless of that, why are we even bringing race into the discussion of what products to buy and support? Period. Everybody watching my stream right now is watching it on a cell phone or a computer or a game console manufactured in China. The shoes you are wearing is manufactured in China. Your hard drives, your RAM, your CPUs, your GPUs are manufactured in China. Don't give me this, we can't support them because they're Chinese crap. Get the hell out of here. Talking about, oh, China's controlling and suppresses free speech. I'm not trying to get into the political realms of things, but our government aren't exactly saints, especially for what's going on right now. They weren't saints for what was going on back then. I can name tons of things that the U.S. government and the U.S. in general has done that are hundreds of times worse towards me and other people of color than what Chinese people have done. Can we please just never again bring in race when it comes to what products to support? It's stupid. It's dumb. And I believe this man said, go back to where I came from, which is crazy in itself. Firstly, I ain't even white. Secondly, I live in a white man country myself. Oh my God. Talk about go back to my country. You know what? Everybody should go back to their country, right? Give everything back to the Native Americans. Go back to everybody. Go back. Everybody go back to their country. Ridiculous. Anyway. Sorry for that sloppiness. Let's get back to this Fortnite standoff with Apple. My opinion, Epic Games is right. Apple, Google, all these companies have a foothold throttle or a foot on neck throttle over all these developers and everything. This is the same issue that Epic has with Valve. They're trying to make it more profitable and less risky for smaller developers to succeed on all of these platforms. Now, yes, inadvertently, or I should say inadvertently, but also they are trying to get themselves more money by having to pay less of a rights fee that is less than 30%, but Epic is on the side of the greater good here. Whether it benefits them or not, whether it's convenient for them or not, they are on the side of the greater good here, as Seth Rollins would say. They are trying to make it so that these companies, app makers, and developers, so people like me and you, are trying to succeed. Period. And Apple don't want that. And neither does Valve. Apple and Valve want to keep their foot on the necks of all these people because I believe Apple now makes plenty of money. They ain't trying to give up that golden goose. Period. China removes black actors from movie posters, so China is not racist. And guess what? Star Wars removed the whole fat Asian character, female character from their movie. I guess they're racist too. It's called demographics, people. Learn them. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The App Store was nearly 40% of Apple's total service revenue in 2019. Apple wasn't always as reliant on App Store revenue. Apple Services is the App Store, and the App Store is Fortnite. Imagine 30% of Fortnite. I don't even want to imagine what that number is, but Apple is eating good. They're eating good. They are eating good over here. And at the end of the day, these are billionaire companies fighting other billionaire, trillionaire companies. Is Apple worth $1 trillion? I remember hearing something about that a couple years ago. Regardless of which, the bottom line is this. Beyond who wins this thing, who benefits more between Apple and Epic, you have to ask yourself, who would benefit more from the outcome of this situation? If Apple wins, who benefits more for us? If Epic wins, who benefits more with us? In my opinion, if Epic wins, this benefits the consumer more. It benefits the consumer more if Epic wins. I don't see how it would not benefit the consumer more if Epic were to win this. Why doesn't Epic go after Sony and Microsoft for their 30% cut? You don't think that's coming next, Holy One? You don't think that's coming next? No, that's coming next. Don't worry. They're targeting the... Look. There's two ways to attack something. You beat the big fish, you beat the final boss, and then all their minions fall and follow. Or you have to beat up all the minions and then go up against the final boss. But if you beat up all the minions and then you lose the final boss, then it doesn't matter if you beat up the minions because they're going to fall back in line with the final boss. So that's that right there. That is that right there. So I'm hoping that Epic wins this. Because at the end of the day, Epic winning is going to help everybody else eat more. It's going to make it better for developers. It's going to make it better for consumers. It's going to make it better for competition. If Apple wins, then what happens? We just keep going with the status quo. Nothing changes. I'd rather have change. Apple terminating Epic's developer account over the Fortnite protest. Well, let's not be shocked here. This was definitely a calculated assault. Just over 2 weeks ago, Apple CEO Tim Cook was asked during a congressional hearing whether Apple has ever retaliated against or disadvantaged a developer who went public about their frustrations with the Apple Store. Mr. Cook testified, "We do not retaliate or bully people. It's strongly against our company culture." But Apple has done just that. When Epic gave users of its app Fortnite a choice of how they wanted to make purchases, Apple retaliated by removing Fortnite from its App Store. Then when Epic sued Apple to break its monopoly on the App Store and its in-app payments, Apple retaliated ferociously. It told Epic that by August 28th, Apple will cut off Epic's access to all development tools necessary to create software for Apple's platforms, including for the Unreal Engine Epic offers to third-party developers, which Apple has never claimed violated any Apple policy. Not content simply to remove Fortnite from the App Store, Apple is attacking Epic's entire business in unrelated areas. This sounds like something that Nintendo would do in the 8-bit era. In addition, Apple's retaliation represents an existential threat to Epic's Unreal Engine. OS providers like Apple routinely make software and developer tools available to software developers for free or for a small fee to enable the development of software that will run on the OS. Apple intends to deny Epic access to the widely available material. Without that access, Epic can no longer develop future versions of the Unreal Engine for use on the iOS or the Mac OS. Epic is not seeking monetary compensation for this court for the injuries it has suffered, nor is Epic seeking favorable treatment for itself, a single company. Instead, Epic is seeking an injunction relief to allow fair competition in these two key markets that directly affect hundreds of millions of tens of thousands, if not more, third-party app developers. And that is my point right there. Tony Esquire, yo, what's good? Bond, am I good with a 9700K, or should I make sure my build has an i9? Also, what is your opinion of Ryzen? Ryzen is very good. You are more than fine with a 9700K. I don't think you need to upgrade. But right here is my overall point of why I hope Epic wins right here. It is better for the developers. It is better for the consumers. Epic was willing to sell V-Bucks cheaper than what the App Store had. How is that bad for you, the consumer? Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Xbox Series X price and pre-orders, what we know about the Xbox Series X cost. This really isn't anything to go into, but I believe the price was notched up at predicted price $499, so $500. I don't think that's a bad starting price. I kind of expected that to be the starting price. I would expect that the Lockhart would be 300 minimum, 400 maximum. I'm expecting the Series X to be 400 minimum, 500 maximum. So if this thing came out at 500, I would not be surprised. It seems like a reasonable price. I mean, it's an expensive price, but we'll see. 300 to 400 for the Lockhart, 400 to 500 for the Series X. Ideally, 300 for Lockhart, 400 for the Series X. And then we have Control limiting free next-gen upgrades to its new $40 Ultimate Edition. 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse with a $2 Super Chat. I miss the Mob Boss Nintendo, the best era in gaming. Yo, Sakaguchi. Was it Sakaguchi? Let me find his name. The hell was his name? Yes, this guy. Hiroshi Yamachi. This guy right here. Y'all can't tell me that this guy right here wasn't in the Yakuza. Y'all can't tell me this man right here was not in the Yakuza. My man was like, "Oh, you want to make games on Sega? Nah, player. Yo, Tencent or Tengen, Atari, y'all want to make your own cartridges or release more than 5 games on it? Nope. This guy was the creator of the Nintendo Ninjas right here. Anyway, back to Control. Next gen upgrades require a $40 Ultimate Edition, even if you bought the original game and all the DLCs, which is absolutely insanity. Remedy's new Control is getting a $40 Ultimate Edition that bundles every update and every DLC content that has been released for the game. It will come out on August 27th on Steam for PC, then on September 10th on the Epic Games Store, and both the PS4 and the Xbox One digitally. Notably, buying this new console version will serve as a ticket that grants you a free digital upgrade to the PS5 and the Series X version via smart delivery. That is crazy. I believe, though, if you pay for it, if you bought it on PC, the upgrade is free. Let's see. Let's check that out. I'm not sure. That's something we'll have to look into. Is the PC version upgrade for free? Not sure. Bloodborne PC underwent big playtest round last month. May not support frame rates above 60 frames per second, rumor. So apparently, there have been playtests for Bloodborne for a PC port. All critical bugs were fixed. Online is fully operational. The work on the port is almost finished. The PC Gaming Inquisition also revealed that the Bloodborne PC will not likely support frame rates higher than 60 frames per second. Don't expect miracles. Speaking of the game's PC release window, they say that the PC port and the PlayStation 5 versions should release around the same time on the next-gen console's launch window. I don't know if this is true for one reason. It's true to me because it sounds way too detailed, but it's not true to me because there's no way they're releasing 2 remaster remakes, whatever, or 2 remasters of a game in the same genre in the launch window of the PlayStation 5. It's one thing to have Bloodborne remastered on PC and PlayStation 5. But then you're going to have Demon's Souls and Bloodborne remastered in the launch window of the PlayStation 5? That just seems too much. You rather have one or the other, not both. If you're going to have both, then I would expect Bloodborne to maybe come out a year later after the Demon's Souls remastered. But what is the point of launching a PlayStation 5 with both Bloodborne remastered and Demon's Souls remastered? That just seems counterproductive. Amjay Gott says it's free on PC. The PC version on Steam is the Ultimate Edition. It's on the Steam store. That's cool. Okay, that's good. Remedy is anti-consumer. Can't complain about... Oh, I can't complain. I can't complain about you being right about it. So yeah, if Bloodborne on PC is real, yeah, it needs to be spaced out. And as we all know, that those PlayStation struggling to run games at 1080p 60 frames per second, those rumors were fake. It was a disgruntled Xbox fanboy on Reset Era or whatever the other crap is called. I can't remember the other forum, but he was upset that the console wars were one-sided, so yeah, that's what he did. Dust, the guy who started the fake 4K stuff, has been sacked as a mod on Reset Era and the thread locked. He admitted that he started up after bad Xbox news. He had no tech knowledge and only knew bits and pieces about the very early Resident Evil 8 build. And that is crazy to me that Xbox fans are so butthurt that they want to fake and fraud about that. Now, we're going to go a couple more minutes longer because I need to show you guys something, right? I need to show you something real quick. my orders. We're going to be checking my Amazon. Damn, how long ago did I order that? Ah, here we go. Okay, so I bought... I don't want to put my name and everything on here. But this Thrustmaster right here, I bought for... Let me get this out here real quick. Okay, here we go. Here we go. $60, right? This is how much I paid for my Thrustmaster joystick. $60. So, you know, Flight Simulator is getting hell of a reviews. And it's crazy now that, you know, this franchise has been around for 37 years. And now, you know, all of a sudden, these Xbox fans are fawning over it. Even though they're on PC and not Xbox. $60. So, you know, I decided... Let's see this, right? Look at this. So, if I want the full combo right here, $361. If I just want the HOTAS, or I'm sorry, if I just want the throttle, $170. If I want the stick right here, $318 with the throttle. This is absolutely insane. And the stick by itself right now, I believe... Let's see... says currently unavailable, so you can't even buy it. Regardless of which, Flight Simulator has made everything go up in price. Period. Period. But I am about to end this podcast. If you can get some of these Flight Simulator stuff, good luck. It is mad expensive because of Flight Simulator. Be sure to follow, you know, myself and the homies. You know, myself, Jimmy, Kid Smooth, Jack Move, Broken Games HD. Also, god damn, I can't get anything right today, can I? And no, I don't care if you see my email addresses, because my email addresses really don't matter. Make sure if you want to, we got one Patreon member supporting since the time of the podcast starting. You want to support the Patreon, that's all up to you two and your prerogative. You support the Patreon, but outside of that, I'll catch you guys next week. You guys enjoy your day, enjoy the NBA playoffs, and have a nice one. Take it easy.